What's up, everybody? Today we have a new game we're looking at. This is the demo of Gold Rush, and I'm a big fan of the show, so I jumped on the chance to get this game. And in fact, I backed them on Kickstarter, which gives me access to this demo right here. This is a pre-alpha demo, so it's gonna be kind of strange. You know, it's not worked out. Some of the things are kind of weird and may not work exactly correctly, but from what I've been seeing on some other YouTubers that have been doing it, you know, it worked pretty good for this first demo, so we'll check it out. But yeah, when I first saw this on somebody else's YouTube channel, I thought, well, don't think there's anything else like this out there, number one, and number two, I'm a big fan of Gold Rush TV show, so thought I'd go ahead and spend a little bit of money and back them on Kickstarter, because I think the game looks pretty cool just from what I've seen in the demos. And that also gives me access to this pre-alpha demo and the actual game. I'll have one copy of the game when it comes out in September, I believe. And I've been following along on Kickstarter with some of their goals they've hit. So far, they've got a bulldozer, they've got a new claim, they have a bigger excavator, and I believe the seasons was added in also. And I want to say that the last one that they said that they had a goal for was to actually put it on console, you know, for Xbox One or Xbox X or whatever the new one is, and then the PlayStation, I suppose. Okay, so we're going to go through the tutorial mode right here, and you probably already seen this 100 times on some other YouTubers, but anyway, we'll check it out and see how it works for me. So you can see there at the bottom it does say pre-alpha, and just looking around here with my mouse, it looks pretty nice. I mean, the graphics look pretty good. Reminds me a lot of Spin Tires. If you played that, then it reminds you a lot of that. Okay, so here's our truck, and it says hit E to enter. So now we're in the truck. And if we hit Z, we can pull up the controls. So it looks like the engine is X, but I'm going to change it. Well, I guess I can't use the... I guess I can. And there we go. It wasn't showing the controls for the... oh, there we go. Okay, now it does. Guess I had to hit something on the controller to make it work. So the interior of this thing's pretty neat. You know, it's not... super fancy or anything, and I don't have the graphics, I don't believe, turned up all the way. My computer just won't handle all the graphics. But let's see, release the handbrake. Yeah. I remember that from other gamers trying to play this. They always forgot to either put the parking brake on or take it off when they tried to go anywhere. So let's see, I wonder if we can see next camera. There we go. So now we got an outside view. And again, I'm just using my gamepad controller. I don't have a steering wheel or pedals, or I do have my joysticks hooked up, but I don't believe that I don't have them configured to use. But it's pretty neat. I don't know if you can hear when I got off the gravel and onto this concrete patch place. It kind of made some different sounds. But it is pretty neat. Got some different camera views. And with always with this tutorial part of it, if you look for the light, the beam of light that's shooting up into the sky, that's kind of shows you where you need to go next. And so what we'll do is we'll just kind of go through this tutorial for, I don't know, maybe 30-45 minutes. We'll get everything hooked up and going, and we use the excavator a little bit. I won't play too long on it. So the first thing we got to do is go over here to our little tent and actually pan for some gold. It kind of walks you through that part of it. Alright, whoop. If you put the brake on too much, it puts you in reverse. So activate the handbrake, turn the engine off, and then we'll exit the vehicle. And one thing I want to do is to get rid of this music. It's kind of annoying. Just turn that off. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take this bucket right here and go fill it up with water. Alright. Now we're going to go back here to the tent. Yeah, see, it's kind of goofy right there. And we'll just put it down right there. And we take that and we put it over here, over the little gold pan. And we pick that up. We take it over here to our bucket of water. Oh yeah, we gotta put it over here, that's right. Now we're into the little, so we can move it back and forth and all around and whatever. But you have to drop it down into the water first, and let's see how you do that. Oh, move up and move down. Okay, there we go. Yeah, here we go. So now we got some water in here, and we can kind of move it around a little bit. I think I lost my water already. There, we got 3 pieces of gold anyway. Well, that's pretty sensitive. You kind of lose your water real quick if you're not careful. I think that's about all we're going to be able to do. It says enter gold picking mode, so oops. Let's try that again. Okay. So what is, oh yeah, gold take mode. There we go. Okay. I hit the wrong button. So what you gotta do now is just move your little crosshair over the gold, and when it highlights, you just hit A, and it picks it up and it drops it on the ground. Well, that's not good. Dropping our gold on the ground already. And it's like I said, this game is it's still in, you know, pre-alpha, so it's not even a full game demo yet. But it is there, we got one in the jar. But it is giving us the gold. We got 0.14 ounces now, so okay. And it says leave gold picking mode, and I believe from here it's going to ask us to, yeah, well, we'll put this back on the table. Just leave it right there, and we got to get back in our truck. Oh, it won't let us go over that bar. Okay. Yeah, see, the neat thing is they start you off with the excavator, which is nice, and then you got this front wheel loader over here, and of course the truck. And it says park the truck next to the wash plant, which is, yeah, there it is. So it's wanting us to actually go over here and hook up this wash plant to the back of our truck. I've watched a few videos, so I kind of know. Okay, there we go. Get me lined up here. When the thing turns yellow, the little hitch turns yellow, then you know you got it right. Okay, so then you just come back over here and it'll highlight. Well, maybe I didn't get it good. Yeah, the thing about this truck is I noticed watching some other YouTubers that it tends to slide on you a little bit. Even though you put the handbrake on it, it does want to move on you just a little bit. So I'll be a little bit more careful this time. And of Of course, it's kind of touchy. I tell you what, so I can see it sliding. Let's see, the truck's kind of sliding downhill. See, it's still even sliding a little bit. Maybe we got it this time. Oh yeah, we got it. So you just highlight your, put your little cursor over the hitch and then hit X and it hooks it up. So now we got it hooked up. We can hop back in here and park it next to the excavator. And nobody's driving the truck. We have a ghost driver. Alright. So it wants us in this demo to park it right here. Now, after you've done this, I believe you can move it around different places, but we'll park it right here for now. Hit the parking brake, turn the truck off, and hop out. And then we'll unhook it. And then it's going to want us to get back in the truck, I believe. Connect the mobile generator. Yep. So we got to go get the mobile generator and add it over here to the truck. Or put it in the back end of the truck and then move it over here. So right here at the start, there's a lot of little things you have to do and to even get the stuff going, which is, you know, in real life you have to do all that. I just think it's hilarious that you have to set the parking brake. Now with the tailgate, I believe all you gotta do is like look at it. Maybe if I put this on the ground, then oh, you gotta hit X. Okay, there we go. Well, there we go. Whoops. There we go. I'm trying to get it moved back to the back, so we gotta pick up some other stuff. Uh-oh. Tumped it over. Tumped it over. So we gotta get this hose, or no, this is an electrical, a little electrical plug thing here. Get that picked up. There we go. And I think there's, yeah, gotta get a bucket. And this bucket's gonna be for the wash plant. I may have to get one more bucket. I can't remember. Let's see, was there anything else? I think that was it. Okay, so then we'll just close the tailgate. Yeah, the neat thing about this game is you can actually dig into the ground. A lot of games, well, I say a lot of games. The ones I'm most familiar with, obviously, is as a farming simulator, and you can't really dig into the ground on that game. Alright, I guess we're good there. And so, you know, spin tires has kind of got some, you know, ground type stuff where you can actually, you know, like getting in the mud and whatever. And see, I thought, oh, there it goes. Yeah, there it is. And you can actually go under the surface, but this game you can actually dig, which is kind of neat. So with this generator, you just kind of set this over here somewhere. That looks good. And then you pick up this. You hook one end into here. And the other end goes over here. Gives us power. And then I believe, let's see. Can we crank it up? Yep, there we go. But for right now, let's go ahead and turn this off because we don't have water. Well, let's see, is it still... It's still, I think, saying that we're not doing something right. I think we need to put the generator actually over here where this dot is. So let's just move the truck right over here somewhere. And then let's move our generator over there, because it's like I said, it's pre-alpha, so you probably got to do everything just right. Okay, yeah, now it's saying connect up the electricity. Okay, now it says turn on the generator. Gotcha. So that's what we did wrong. You got to put it in exact right spot for it to work. And let's see, we've already got the bucket under there. Why is it not? Well, we'll put it back, I guess. Get in the truck. Yeah, now it's going to have us get a water pump and hook up all the water and all that stuff. But this is going to be a neat game. I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see the dozer. That looks like a, probably, my guess is probably like a D10, maybe D9, D10, D8, something like that. Pretty good sized dozer they got, just from looking at the pictures. This looks like a Caterpillar, you know, the elevated track. So, looks going to be pretty nice. Okay, and we're going to need hose. And I believe, yeah, another hose. It's like a garden hose. Oops. I think that's it. Let's see. What is this? Oh yeah, the water filter. Is that it? I believe that's it. Yep. Okay. It made the sound like it wanted to close, but it didn't actually close. That's funny. Alright. Well, let's hop up in here and move all this stuff back to the back. There we go. Take the truck to the waterfall. Maybe I'm really hoping that whenever they do actually finally release the game, you see that the tire tracks aren't even right. I can't. Oops, I can't move my camera around any, but I can there. Okay, there we go. There's no tire tracks. You know, that'd be kind of neat. Maybe they'll come out with that later. It does do some sort of tire tracks. You can see some right back here, but I don't think that was from me. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess it was. See that? Look, it just laid down some tire tracks at a weird little angle there. Oh well, maybe that's something they'll fix. Put the water pump next to the river. Alright, come on now. Maybe I shouldn't have parked right on the edge of this hill. I'm gonna move the truck up just a little bit. I can't get into the back end. There we go, finally. Yeah, it's kind of weird here at first. I imagine I'll be getting a lot of these kinks worked out. Okay, pick up the water filter. Did I drop the water filter somewhere? Thought I saw a dot. Maybe not. Oops. Tree there. And do what? Well, now it's saying pick up the red hose. And I'm stuck. Didn't take much to get stuck. Alright, and connect one side of red hose with water filter. Well, there we go. I had that one in wrong. And put this in the water. Oh wait, we dropped our water. What happened? I thought I had it on there. I must have picked up the actual water filter, not the hose itself. That's what happened. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. So just throw in the water filter in there. Okay, connect wash plant and water pump with green hose. Well, ask me a long green hose. Maybe at some point they'll have it to where we can have a pond or something a little closer. I think I was reading something about that. Wow, that is a long way to go. Okay. Now we gotta turn on the water pump. Good grief. All the way back over here. It's kind of neat though how the hose, you know, follows the terrain. It doesn't like go through it or something. Alright, get in the truck. Head towards the mobile wash plant. Uh-oh. Alright, that's a bit steep. Now we gotta start it up. There we go, it's working. So now we need some dirt. That's where this excavator is going to come in handy. That's pretty neat. You got some different camera views on this one. I was looking at the some other videos, and you got just the rear view here. You've got sort of an outside view where you can pan around with the camera, and you've actually got a camera here showing the bucket. Then there's one more, which is actually the bucket itself. See if I can figure out how to get the. Well, I got the handbrake is on. Yeah, see, here we go. You can actually see the. That's kind of a neat view, kind of like a GoPro view. Alright, so let's do some digging. So you got driver mode and you got operator mode. So first of all, we need to get over here a little bit, and then we'll enter the operator mode, which should actually so right stick is bucket up, bucket down. There we go. So now we can actually do some digging. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, I'm trying to do this with my controller. It's a little bit weird. I haven't quite got all the control. Well, I just started the game, so. Okay, and then we have open bucket, close bucket. So that gives us the option to close the little claw thing on the bucket. And I'm losing my dirt. Okay, I wasn't up far enough. Let me enter the driver mode again and pull up just a little bit. There's some actual spots on the map I saw where, you know, you can't really dig. It kind of stops you from digging. Yeah, I'm gonna be kind of clunky with this at first. I don't really know what's going on here. seem to be stuck. There we go. Oh, I did it again. Oh, keep hitting the wrong thing. Let's try this again. Try and get the, it says big arm up, but I keep losing my dirt. Okay, so there's the flap. And so what I need to do is curl it up like this, but I couldn't do that when I was in the ground. Maybe I didn't quite have it right. Alright, well I think I got something in here. So let's try going back in the driver mode, and we'll go over here and try to dump it out. This is probably going to be pretty sloppy. Make sure I'm lined up good. Alright, managed to get something in there. I don't think we got enough, but just keep pouring dirt. So obviously we didn't get enough. But anyway, you get the idea. You pour pour dirt in there, and then it'll let you, it'll run the wash plant. Get back over here somewhere. Whoop, wrong way. Yeah, I wish I had my dual joysticks working on this. It'd be a lot easier. Alright, and I need to, yeah, there we go. Well, this is tough. This is tough with gamepad. I'd have to really play around with this a lot to get it just right. Get used to it. Uh-oh. I keep forgetting you have to go into operator mode and driver mode. Well, anyway, I won't go into too much of this, but basically what you do is you pour dirt in the top of this thing, obviously, and then over here at this bucket will fill up with stuff, and you take it over to the your pan over at the tent, and then you know, pan for gold with that. So it's a lot of work just to get a few little pieces of gold, but we'll go ahead and put maybe one more scoop in here. Now, one of the things I remember reading about this game was that they're going to make it to where, I think, now I hope this is the way it works, because I mean, obviously we're just digging here just anywhere and we're getting gold, because I guarantee you there's going to be gold in that bucket whenever we go back to the tent and pan for gold. But I think they're going to make it to where, or at least I hope they do, where you don't always get gold, because I mean it doesn't always work that way. So I'm kind of getting the hang of this. Yeah, and see, the excavator's making some tiny little tracks, but they're not staying there. It'd be cool if they actually stayed there. And it could just be something with my settings. Well, that went pretty good. Yeah, I'll have to definitely get my dual joysticks set up for this game and get it working right, because it will make a big difference, I believe, with the excavator. Right now it's kind of clunky because I'm just using this little gamepad, but it's working out okay. Oops. Could definitely be a lot better, a lot smoother. Gosh, we gotta add a bunch of dirt to the, and this cat is driving me crazy. We're definitely gonna have to keep adding a bunch of dirt. It's like we still got a ways to go. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and kind of wrap things up here for this demo. I know we didn't get anything out of this wash plant just yet, but anyway, basically the way it works is, actually let me turn this off. Little park and brake sound for the excavator is funny. So anyway, you get the idea. You put dirt in the top of that thing, it processes it and washes it out, and then the little gold gets into this bucket. Well, the pay dirt, I guess you call it, gets into this bucket. You take it over to the wash plant, or to the tent, excuse me, and then you pan for gold with it at the first of this thing. And then eventually you'll be able to get a wash plant. Let's go ahead and turn all that off. Okay, it's off because we turned that off. Okay. Well, anyway, and then a little bit later, you are instructed to take this fuel tank, which is that big green thing right there in front of me. You hook it up with the excavator and you move it over here next to the this wheel loader over here, because the wheel loader at first has no gas and no diesel in it whatsoever. In fact, we can believe, can we even get in there? Yeah, there we go. So if you try to start it up, I'll hit the button for turn the engine on. See, it cranks. It tries to crank, but then it doesn't because it has no fuel. I don't really see that anywhere on this the gauges or anything. But anyway, it's out of fuel. But yeah, it's going to be a neat game, I think. If they really do a good job with it, and you know, what I'd like to see too is maybe some people be able to have modders out there that can build in like new trucks, new tractors. You'll have to have some dump trucks eventually for hauling the pay dirt. Yeah, a lot of neat stuff. Wash plants. I think it's going to be really cool. I hope it does really well. So we'll see. And like I said, the game itself actually comes out in September, I believe is what they're saying. So I'll be really looking forward to that. And I hope they do a really good job of working on the game between here and September. But anyway, this is your first look with me on Gold Rush the game. And we go back here to the menu. We can kind of take a look around. So you can save, you know, they've got, this is just a demo, so you can't really do anything. In the settings, you got controls for all your machines and stuff. The graphics, let's see, what have I got it on? The quality is so low. I could probably run mid. I don't know what this SSAO is. Probably something to do with anti aliasing or something, maybe. I don't know, VSync. I can't remember what that is. The advanced. Yeah, sure. Oh, here's all your other stuff. Texture quality. There's your anisotropic filtering. Anti-aliasing is on low. Shadow quality. I could probably bump some of these up to mid. My computer probably should be able to handle that. Shadow distance, I don't really care about that. Detail quality, let's go to mid. Particles and reflections, we'll go mid. Water quality, I don't care about. Foliage density, maybe try mid. Let's just see what that looks like. I'm just thinking about it now. And maybe, well, I was going to say maybe it wouldn't allow you to do that in the demo, but we'll see if it does anything. I'm still thinking about it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I can't wait for the actual final release game, you know, and they said they're going to be doing some DLC content, probably some other machines, probably some other claims. I can't imagine what else, but probably mostly related to, you know, machines and other claims and stuff. They may be adding some new aspects to the game, possibly. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Can't wait. Well, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of hung up now. Maybe I shouldn't have clicked more than once. And this could be part of the pre-alpha. It's just, you know, it's not functioning correctly. Anyway, well, we won't wait on this. We've already spent enough time kind of going over it. You kind of get the idea of what the game looks like and kind of what you're going to be doing. And that was the tutorial. And then obviously there's a free play. And I would imagine when the game does release, they're probably still going to keep the tutorial in there, because this game is fairly well involved as far as, like, you know, you got to do this and do that. Yeah, it's already, Microsoft's telling me to not responding. Anyway, so maybe I'll adjust these settings for next time, and we'll actually see if we can't get anything out of the see if we can't get anything out of the wash plant, and we'll just kind of maybe just play a few more episodes. Just to kind of get an idea of what the game's gonna kind of be like, and then we'll get the wheel loader fueled up, and we'll use it a little bit, and we can dump a bunch more dirt in the wash plant. Maybe it'll go a little bit faster. yeah, so next time we'll play around with the wheel loader. I'll get the game to the point to where we've got the wheel loader fueled up, or at least maybe to the point where we use the excavator to move the fuel tank over there next to the excavator or the wheel loader. But anyway, we'll play a little bit more, and then I'll try to maybe in some of my what I may do is if I have any updated information, news, whatever, maybe the game demo gets updated to a beta version or something, maybe I'll put a bit of that gameplay up. But anyway, yeah, this is Jonathan on Gold Rush. This is a pre-alpha demo, and we'll play a little bit more on this at some point. But anyway, till next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you.